Are all wars actually bankers' wars? A provocative question indeed. History whispers tales of banking dynasties funding both sides of the battlefield, from the Napoleonic era to the conflicts of our time. But could the winds of change be blowing? Imagine a world where the currency of war is no longer in the hands of a select few. A world where Bitcoin, a currency beyond the reach of traditional banking, disrupts the status quo. Today, we delve into the murky world of war financing and the potential game changer, Bitcoin. History is often the best teacher, and the lessons it provides about war financing are eye-opening. Indeed, if we take a stroll down the memory lane of conflicts and wars, we'll find a common thread: the role of banking families in funding both sides of the battles. Let's start with the Napoleonic Wars, a series of major global conflicts from the late 18th to the early 19th century. The Rothschilds, a banking family that originated in Frankfurt, played a significant role. They built their wealth by providing financial services to European royalty and governments, including financing both sides in the Napoleonic Wars. Moving ahead to the American Civil War, we see the same pattern. The House of Morgan, an American banking dynasty, financed not only the North, but also had connections with European financiers who were funding the South. Once again, bankers were profiting from both sides of the conflict. Fast forward to the Great War, World War I, where we find JP Morgan and Company acting as Britain and France's purchasing agent in the United States. They helped these nations secure loans, purchase weapons, and arrange shipping, making a tidy profit in the process. Then came World War II, where the banking industry's role became even more convoluted. The Chase Bank, under the stewardship of the Rockefellers, was accused of freezing European Jewish assets and conducting business with Nazi Germany. In more recent times, we have seen how the military-industrial complex, backed by major banks and financial institutions, has played a role in the ongoing conflicts in the Middle East. These banks provide the financial fuel that keeps the engines of war running. These are but a few examples of how banking families and institutions have profited from conflicts over the centuries. It's a pattern that has been repeated time and time again, regardless of the era, the location, or the reasons for the war. So the historical pattern shows the intertwining of banking and war. But could a new player disrupt this? The answer may lie in the revolution that is Bitcoin. Enter Bitcoin, a decentralized currency beyond the reach of traditional banking. A financial revolution in its own right, Bitcoin operates on a peer-to-peer network, a structure that bypasses the need for central authorities like banks or governments. This means that Bitcoin is not subjected to the whims of the conventional banking system, nor can it be manipulated or controlled to finance conflicts. This groundbreaking currency has another unique attribute that sets it apart. Unlike traditional currencies, which can be printed in limitless quantities, leading to inflation and devaluation, Bitcoin has a finite supply. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. This scarcity, built into its very code, makes Bitcoin a deflationary asset. It cannot be infinitely created to fund wars or any other endeavors. Bitcoin's decentralized and finite nature significantly alters the dynamics of war financing. It takes the power away from the select few who hold the strings of the global economy and puts it back into the hands of the many. It disrupts the status quo, challenging the age-old narrative of wars being funded by endless streams of money. This leads us to ponder an intriguing possibility. Could the advent of Bitcoin, by breaking the banking monopoly on currency and limiting the supply of money, disrupt the cycle of endless wars? Could Bitcoin therefore be the key to ending the cycle of forever wars? This exploration into the world of war, finance, and Bitcoin is just the beginning. It's a doorway into a labyrinth of complex questions, a journey that demands curiosity, courage, and a commitment to truth. The world of economics is not a spectator sport. It's an arena where the most powerful tools are knowledge and understanding. Consider this. What if we could challenge the status quo? What if we could shift our perspective and see things from a different angle? That's where the real magic happens. That's where we find the contrarian views that push us to question, to learn, to grow. These topics touch on money, saving, even the very nature of our global economy. They are the threads that weave together our past, present, and future. Join us on this journey by liking and subscribing to our channel. Be the first to know when we upload new content on these intriguing topics. Thank you for watching. Until next time.